All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. So, aspirants, this is the DTRS session, Daily Takkar Rapid Series. हम daily 10 MCQs current affairs के जो होते हैं उसके ऊपर हम what we can say that is the most important topics we are discussing through MCQs here. And the today's lead topic is exercise Nomadic Elephant. इस साल का प्रीलिम्स का क्वेश्चन पेपर आप सबने पढ़ा, ठीक है, कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स ने अटेम्प्ट भी किया होगा, तो आपने देखा होगा एक्सरसाइज मित्र शक्ति के ऊपर 3 स्टेटमेंट्स उन्होंने पूछे थे. सो सिमिलरली वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस ऑन एक्सरसाइजेस दैट आर हैपनिंग between India and the other countries or multilateral exercises also, military exercises. So first MCQ will discuss from this particular topic and other 9 MCQs based on other 9 different relevant topics. Now these MCQs are also being compiled as a monthly magazine of 200 MCQs called as DTRS magazine. It is available on subscription basis at Lukmaan IAS on nominal fee, and you can have the annual subscription also, which is having 60 to 70% discount to students. So you can join and subscribe for this and practice these 200 MCQs on monthly basis after reading your monthly current affairs and compilations. Also, it is going to be very important resource for current affairs for prelims examination. Also, small announcement related to new MGP program, new GS mains guidance program at Lukmaan IAS. This program is targeted for mains 2024. So if you have cleared the prelims 2024, this is the opportunity to enhance your preparation, increase your marks in GS papers, including your essay paper. These sessions are designed in such manner that there will be total 47 classes, 28 classes on static conventional part and 19 classes on current affairs classes of different subjects. Along with these classes, there will be daily, we can say 5 mains questions practice will be done, and the faculty will provide immediately the feedback on your answers. Among these 5, one will be PYQ question also, previous year question. And in addition to these, let's say daily practice, there will be total 8 mock tests. So for all the 4 GS papers, there will be total 8 mock tests. ठीक है, तो हर पेपर का 2-2 टेस्ट आपका होगा till your mains examination, and there will be 3 essay tests also. So this is the complete package for your enrichment of mains preparation, and the fees is 21,000. And for those students who have already enrolled for our Takkar test series, year-long test series, for them the fees is 8,999. So do join this program and clear your mains examination with flying colors. Okay. Then one more announcement related to ethics case studies batch is going to start from the 16th July 2024. So there will be total 8 classes in this particular case studies batch for your GS4 paper, ethics paper preparation. This is going to be very helpful, we can say that, sessions, and more than 150 case studies are discussed by Ansari sir in the classroom itself, and there will be writing practice of some of the case studies in the classroom before starting of the session itself. Now this particular case studies batch, you can, if you feel that आपका theory section भी अगर ethics में weak है, तो उसके लिए भी एक holistic preparation आपका हो सकता है, ethics enrichment batch, which also includes theory and your case studies. ठीक है, तो instead of joining separately case studies, आपको लगता है पूरा ethics paper ठीक से तैयारी करना है, तो this is the opportunity for all of you. This is starting from 8 July 2024, and this is very we can say helpful. अगर आपने पहले मेंस लिखा हुआ है, आपके मार्क्स 70s 80s में ही है, you are stuck in 70s and 80s, and there is huge scope to increase around 30-40 marks in this paper, which can be possible. ये इसी पेपर में possible होता है, essay, ethics and optional. So this is the opportunity for all of you. You can see all the toppers and their marks, those who have taken guidance from Ansari sir at Lukmaan IAS. So you can register and start attending these batches. 8 July, remember the date. Okay, so we have started discussing the ethics paper code-based questions from 2013 onwards. Yesterday also we discussed one quote from 2014. Today we will discuss one more quote from 2014 paper. It is saying that human beings should always be treated as ends in themselves and never as means. So yes, basically this is the deontology philosophy given by Immanuel Kant. What it talks about, let's try to understand. In first, let's say, paragraph in introduction, you should mention about Immanuel Kant and his philosophy of deontology. So how he emphasizes on the, let's say, what we can say, the human beings or human actions should be treated as ends in itself and not means to achieve certain ends. ठीक है, तो let's try to understand here. Human beings should not always be treated as ends in should be treated as ends in themselves and never as means. So when there is a mean, so that means there is some kind of, we can say, process, or we can say that when we talk about ends, so some kind of, let's say, intention, or we can say that objective that is kept in mind and we have to achieve that. So end result, outcome. Okay, simply many times we go to the temple and let's say ask the god that let me pass this examination and I will do this, I will do that. ऐसा होता है ना कभी कभी. So basically our action is basically here to achieve certain end. So we are worshipping to achieve certain end. Now Kant is against such kind of thing. Rather, Kant will say that you should worship or pray for the sake of praying itself instead of achieving any end. That means praying will, let's say, fulfill your, let's say, what you can say, aspirations or achieve certain kind of ends. ये माइंड में रख के हमने प्रे नहीं करना चाहिए. You feel better by praying and it should be end in itself rather than achieving certain kind of end. ठीक है, तो ह्यूमन बींग्स, अब देखिए यहाँ पर ह्यूमन बींग्स की बात हो रही है. सो हाउ वी कैन रिलेट हियर, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, now where we see that human beings are used as a means, like for example, let's say police custody. In police custody there is, we can say, torture for receiving or let's say extracting certain kind of information in the crime. तो यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हैं, ह्यूमन बीइंग को मीन की तरह ट्रीट कर रहे हैं कोई एक पर्टिकुलर इंफॉर्मेशन एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए. So there can be human rights violations in such situation. You can give the example of, let's say, death of father-son duo in Tamil Nadu. So this is use of means. So one more example you can give, that's human shield. That was severely criticized. Use of human shield to deal with the problem of internal, let's say, insurgency or internal disturbances that are happening, law and order problem in Jammu and Kashmir. तो ये क्या है, human being used as a means to achieve certain end. Getting this? Same is applied to what we can say, different, let's say, work spheres are also there. ठीक है, many times what happens is there is exploitative work culture in different organizations. So here the organization or organizational heads, management, they are basically using human beings as a means to achieve some kind of outcome. ठीक है, so we can say that, so they should not be treated as a means, rather they should be treated as ends in themselves. So that only will ensure the human dignity and respect. So that will ensure human dignity when they are treated ends in themselves. So likewise you can explain the philosophy of Immanuel Kant, deontology. Fine. Let's talk about today's 10 topics and let's go in detail and solve these MCQs one by one. हाँ, बताइए आंसर क्या होना चाहिए. Online students, what should be the answer to this question? So this exercise Nomadic Elephant. Look at this question. Exercise Mitra Shakti 2023. They had asked this question. 4 statements were there. So we can expect such question on major, let's say, exercises, bilateral and multilateral exercises where India is involved. It is an annual training event conducted alternatively in India and Myanmar. So Nomadic Elephant जो exercise India and Mongolia. ठीक है, Nomadic Elephant Mongolia. So this is incorrect. 2024 edition of exercise will take place in Meghalaya. So yes, this is correct. We can say this year's edition is happening in India, Meghalaya. Last year 2023 edition of Nomadic Elephant happened in Mongolia. Now it will focus on operations in the semi-urban and mountainous terrain. So this is also correct. That's why Meghalaya is chosen. Okay, so mountainous terrain is there. So we can say that this is correct. Military exercise. These two statements are correct, 2 and 3. So answer would be B. So keep in mind that we have to keep a tab on such kind of exercises, military exercises, and yes, even in other UPSC examinations like CDS is there, CAPF में तो बार-बार ये question आता है, different military exercises. So you should be ready with that if you are preparing for other examinations also. Now, Nagarjun Sagar Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve. There was question in past regarding this. Largest, let's say, area under critical tiger habitat, Nagarjun Sri Sailam. It is India's largest tiger reserve, we can say that. So this statement is correct. Now, it was declared as a tiger reserve in 1983. This one is also correct, we can say, under Project Tiger. Now, it is spread across Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Now, those students having, let's say, old NCERT books or let's say old knowledge, so they may get this let's say confusing because ये basically after Telangana got separated from Andhra Pradesh, so that time this particular Nagarjun Sagar Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve was divided into two. So its some part is now in Telangana under the name of Amrabat Tiger Reserve. Okay, Amrabat Tiger Reserve. And now Nagarjun Sagar Sri Sailam Tiger Reserve is completely in Andhra Pradesh. This is incorrect. Okay? Now, the river Krishna traverses through this tiger reserve. This is, we can say, correct. Sri Sailam district and other districts of Andhra Pradesh, we can say. So, how many statements are correct here? 1, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 3, 4. This is the answer. Barabar hai? Yes. C is the correct answer, right? Okay. Now, Ahom Moidams, or we can say that Charaidev Moidams. So, India has recommended to be this site to be included in UNESCO World Heritage list or network. Okay. So, it is included likha hua hai. No, India has recommended, at present it is not included. So what are these Charaidev Moidams or Ahom Moidams? Basically, these are the burial mounds of Ahom kings and nobles, kings and queens in Assam. Okay, Moidams. Now, these structures are only found in Assam state of India. This is correct. So, Ahom Kingdom, we can say medieval era kingdom in northeast, very famous, we can say Battle of Sarai Ghat between Ahom Kingdom and Mughal emperor at we can say Battle of Sarai Ghat, and one particular personality that is linked to this particular battle and the famous we can say that leader सेनापति जिसको बोलते हैं Ahom Kingdom के, तो who was that personality? Yes, Lachit Borphukan. ठीक है, Lachit Borphukan. Remember the name. We can expect question because let's say our Prime Minister has many times visited Assam and highlighted the role played by Lachit Borphukan. You should also know that the valor and courage of Lachit Borphukan is, we can say, recognized through a medal that is given to NDA candidates, which let's say have shown such kind of courage or valor. ठीक है, तो ये सारी चीजें आपको पता होनी चाहिए. Now, this one is, we can say, correct. This one is correct. This is incorrect. 1 and 2 only. That is, B is the correct answer. Okay. Okay. Now, how many of the above given species are endangered as per IUCN status of, let's say, red list, red data book? So, Gharial, it is a kind of, we can say, crocodile species found in, we can say, freshwater river Chambal, Gharial. So, it is critically endangered. It is critically endangered. Indian rhinoceros or one-horned rhinoceros, they are vulnerable. Okay? Vulnerable status is there. Great Indian bustard, critically endangered. So, we can say that none of these are having the endangered conservation status. So, answer would be D. D is the correct answer. Okay? All right. Now, let's talk about next question. Now, there is a description of particular, we can say that recent study of Pectinophora glossophylla has highlighted. Now, it is scientific name of basically pink bollworm. Now, those who know this, they will get immediately idea pink bollworm कौन से crop को affect करता है? Cotton. ठीक है. Now it is very specific information based and we tend to ignore the scientific name. Pink bollworm सबको पता है cotton के लिए जो pest है. ठीक है. So this pest affects the cotton and its yield on large scale. Basically it eats out all the leaves of cotton tree, cotton we can say crop. So this one is correct answer. D is the correct answer. Recently there was research about it and that's why it was in news. ठीक है. Consumer price. Now let's have a look at this also. Pink bollworm thrive in higher temperatures, need for better pest management amidst climate change. So there is global warming and these, let's say, pests have adapted to higher temperatures also, and that's why need a better pest management amid climate change. That's why there was a study. Now, consumer price index. It is released by Office of Economic Advisor, Ministry of Commerce, Industry. No, this is incorrect. It is released by NSO, National Statistical Office, under MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So this is incorrect. The Reserve Bank of India uses CPI as a measure to measure the rate of inflation in the country. This is correct. Basically, it is retail inflation. So retail inflation is, let's say, considered from CPI. And in CPI more weightage is given to manufactured goods. This is incorrect. In WPI it is given more weightage, manufactured goods. Here in CPI food items are given more weightage. So we can say this is incorrect. This one is incorrect. Only one statement is correct. तो आंसर क्या होगा इसका? A is the correct answer. Now, common grass yellow. Yes, what is it? Recently mentioned in the news is the species of. So species based questions, every year UPSC is asking such questions. So we should be ready with this. Common grass yellow is basically a species of butterfly, जो हमने बचपन में देखा है. ठीक है, बहुत ज्यादा नंबर में हमने देखा है कि येलो कलर का जो छोटा सा बटरफ्लाई होता है, बहुत सारा हमने शायद उसके साथ खेला भी है बचपन में, पकड़ने की भी कोशिश की है. So that is, we can say that common grass yellow बोला जाता है. It is a butterfly. ठीक है. So such kind of GK based questions you should be remembering. ठीक है. Large migration of common grass yellow butterfly seen in Mudumalai Tiger Reserve. That's why it was in news. Now, Typhon weapons system. Typhon weapons system. It is being developed not by Russia. It is being developed by USA, especially USA Navy. ठीक है, naval force, integrated weapon system. This is incorrect. It is a land-based missile defense system designed to intercept and destroy ballistic missiles. It's not only land-based, rather it is, we can say that it can be operated from ocean also. So land-based नहीं है. ठीक है, this is incorrect. It uses tailored guidance system to maneuver at lower elevations. This is correct, we can say. And that's why only third statement, that is C, is the correct answer. So it let's say moves at very low elevation. ठीक है, so we can say that there is specific design for dealing with this. Third statement is correct. C is the correct answer. Nightjar. What is nightjar? Basically it is the bird species. Nightjar. ठीक है. So nightjars are nocturnal birds and can be seen hunting for food at dusk and dawn. This one is correct, we can say. Nightjars don't build a nest and instead they lay their eggs directly on the ground. This one is also true. Specific habitat behavior of the particular species, characteristics of the species. Nightjars are found exclusively in tropical region around the world. Now this is incorrect about the habitat. Tropical, subtropical and higher latitudes also they are found. Different subspecies of nightjar. So only 1 and 2, that is A, is the correct answer. Last question for the day. यहाँ पे देखिए, new species of bird discovered on Lesser Sanda आइलैंड, तो नाइटजार का स्पीसीज है। नाउ yes, which of the following best describes the primary purpose of ethanol blending program? So we have ethanol blending program in India. At present we have successfully achieved the target of 10% ethanol blending in petrol. Now we have set the target of 20%, इसको E20 बोलते हैं हम, ठीक है, ये क्या है, E10 है, E10 fuel, E20 fuel. So this particular target we have to achieve now by 2025. This is the target year. Now the primary purpose of ethanol blending is basically to promote use of renewable energy sources and reduce greenhouse gases emission. This is the primary purpose. Now because of this ethanol blending program, some of the additional benefits are there, like it will reduce the country's dependence on imported crude oil, ठीक है, इट ऑल्सो इम्प्रूव्स द ऑक्टेन रेटिंग ऑफ गैसोलीन, ये सारे उसके बेनिफिट्स है, मतलब प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव इज दिस वन, सो बी इज द करेक्ट आंसर अबाउट इट। ऑलराइट, सो एनी क्वेश्चन, एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू दीज 10 MCQs? ओके, सो फाइनली small announcement related to Bright Minds scholarship test for IAS. This Bright Minds scholarship test for IAS is going to be held on 11th August 2024 in offline manner in test centers Delhi, Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, Jammu and Pune. Let me explain about it. Those who want to start their preparation for UPSC civil service examination, but somehow the economic background and the circumstances are acting as a hindrance to enter into this career, for them this is the opportunity, because it is a scholarship test. It is a scholarship test. So get up to 100% scholarship for admissions in GS Foundation batch at Lukmaan IAS, which is the one of the most, we can say, qualitative course in Delhi, and you will get the scholarship based on your performance in this test. This test will be held on the basic, let's say, reading and knowledge of your NCERTs, and you can solve these, let's say, MCQs based test and get admission into Lukmaan IAS GS Foundation batch at, we can say, that discounted rate, or even you can get up to 100% scholarship for this course. So do register now. You can scan and see the past year's scholarship test papers of Lukmaan IAS, and on that line itself you can prepare and give this examination. You can scan and register for this particular test. Remember, the date is 11th August, so you have almost more than 1 month to prepare for this test. जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स देख रहे हैं ये DTRS कुछ दिनों से आप फॉलो कर रहे होंगे, तो ट्राई टू गिव दिस टेस्ट एंड गेट एडमिशन इनटू GS फाउंडेशन बैच, ठीक है। तो आपका प्रिपरेशन जो है यूपीएससी का, जो आपका एक सपना है IAS बनने का, वो पूरा करने में हम आपको हेल्प करेंगे। ओके, फाइन।